Hey guys, welcome to a new video. So this is all going to be news related, a few different things to talk about, and the first one is a new poll that came to the RuneScape website. So this one is actually about polls and having the polls be in-game rather than be on the website or be both. So the first question is, where would you prefer to vote in polls, in-game or on the website? I say I'd use both, because there probably would be times that I'd vote in-game just out of ease of access, but it would be nice to still be able to vote on the website just if you're doing some skilling and you didn't want to interrupt that or whatever. And then all the rest of the questions are just asking about where you'd want, or like where/how you'd want to vote in game. And this one says, would you be happy voting through poll booths installed in major town centers such as Rework Market? I wouldn't really like to have to go somewhere to vote in game, so I'm going to say no to that one. Would you be happy voting through poll booths installed in bank buildings? I'd rather there just be an interface somewhere in the game that you could open at any point, rather than having to go somewhere. So would you be happy for? I'm going to say no to that one. Town criers. Would you be happy for the Rework Herald newspaper to offer the poll menu? Same thing. Would you be happy for a new Orb of Suffrage item to offer the poll menu? It would be annoying to have to get one. And the next questions are where I would prefer the most. Would you be happy for us to shrink the report abuse button slightly, creating new space for a poll button? That would be perfect because you could access it from anywhere in the game, which would be a lot easier. Would you be happy for us to add a new poll button near the minimap? As long as it did the same thing, I wouldn't really mind it, but either one is fine, I guess. And would you be happy for us to add a new poll button on the options panel? I think it would probably be easier to have one right on your direct interface so you don't have to click through anything else, but I say I'd accept that. So let's see what the results are. So most people say they'd use both. That's the one I voted, so I can understand that. A lot of let's see, Orb of Suffrage people like, but people like the poll button near the minimap the most, so that's probably what we'll end up getting if we get the in-game polls. So yeah, it looks like we'll have a new button near the minimap where you will be able to click and actually vote on all the polls in-game rather than having to go to the website, which will be really nice for a lot of players. Definitely, I probably will do that most of the time, as long as, if it interrupts skilling, maybe not, but even so, it's not a huge waste of time, and I usually make videos while I'm doing polls anyways, which I can't really play RuneScape while I'm doing. But yeah, that's the first thing for this video, the poll. I encourage you guys to come over and vote for it. It's on the RuneScape homepage, as always. And yeah, let's move on to the next part of the video. Alright, so some of you guys may have heard of this, some of you guys may have not, but Jagex is going to be releasing a lot of inactive names throughout the month of August, and the first batch is coming out next week, and it'll be the names starting with A through C. And the way it's determined is if a player hasn't been active in the game at all for 2 years, then they will receive, well, they already have received an email from Jagex saying that their name will be changed if they don't log into the game at all or reactivate their membership. I think it's just log into the game, really. So just players that are inactive that have names that other players might want. I think they said they're releasing like 50 million names or something ridiculous like that. So the first batch is coming out next week, and it's the names starting with A through C. So you guys might have noticed on your friends list a few of the names on your friends list that may have been inactive for a while have changed to just a weird string, like a bracket and then a hashtag and then a weird string of random letters and numbers and then another closed bracket. And that means that their name has been changed, and all those names will become available next week, and then they'll continue to do this throughout the rest of August. So they say that they will tell us, like have a post on the RuneScape website when the names become available next week. And I have a few names in my head that I'm definitely going to be trying to get myself. There's only a few names that I would actually change from Automology for, but there are a couple, so chances are I will change my name if I can find one that I really like, but I'm sure there's going to be a lot of competition, so I'm hoping I can get right in as soon as they release the names and get myself a really cool name, because I've always wanted to have like a one-word name or like a short name or something like that. I'm not going to tell you guys my #1 name, but it is going to be available next week, so we'll see if I get it, and then you guys will be able to see what it is. But yeah, if you guys are interested in any names that's starting with A through C, you can try adding a bunch of names to your friends list. That's what I did as soon as I found out about this, and see if they either don't exist, and then you can try it, or add names now that start with letters after C, and those will be changed soon, so you'll be able to see what names will become available. And also, I do believe that they said that they're actually going to have a list of all the names they release when they release them also, so you'll be able to see. Alright, and last on the list is another dev blog about the Bounty Hunter target system. And Bounty Hunter didn't actually pass the most recent poll, but they're going to keep talking about it, I think, tweak it more and see if they can get it to pass, because I think it seems like they kind of want to do it. So they're talking about the target system and how they could make it so that it wouldn't be separate bounty worlds. They would just have a target system available in the wilderness in certain worlds, and it would be completely optional, so you wouldn't have to kill your target, but you could just be assigned a target that would be around your combat level and would presumably be a suitable target for you, which may make it easier to find fights in the wilderness. But I don't know how accurate it could really be, because different levels fight different levels all the time and stuff like that. But anyways, they're saying how if you have the target system, you don't have to kill your target, and you don't get any special loot if you do kill your targets other than cosmetic items. So after a certain number of target kills, you'll be able to unlock some cosmetic gear to show that you've killed a lot of targets. So it might be kind of fun to do that, but they said there's not going to be any actual extra profit or anything like that, because they said it would devalue other people's achievements and devalue the market and stuff like that. But it seems like a decent idea. I'm not really sure. Once again, I'm not a PvP type person, so I don't really know how people feel about that. But link to this devlog will be in the description for you guys to read it for yourselves. And it seems like they're going to keep working on that. I'm curious if they're going to keep working on Artisan also. It seems like they probably will, based on the survey that they sent out to everyone. But yeah, that's really about it for this video, guys. A lot of different things coming out on the homepage lately, so I encourage you guys to head over to homepage and check it out for yourselves. Make sure you're keeping track of some of those names that you might want to change your name to, and make sure you head over and vote in that poll about polls. And yeah, that's about it for this video, guys. Hopefully you have enjoyed, and I will see you guys next time.